You've met a new person before, and maybe even a new pet, but have you ever met a tree? Well, get ready. The Soilborn Youth Ed team is about to show you how to meet a tree.
Hi friends! Today we are going to use our 5 senses to meet a tree. What are your 5 senses? Let's think. You can see things, smell things, taste things, hear things, and touch things. So we're going to see the tree, smell the tree, maybe taste something on the tree, listen to the tree, and feel the tree today. For this activity, you're also going to need a piece of paper or your garden journal, your measuring tape, and a pencil or some crayons.
1. Use your 5 senses to explore the tree.
The first thing is you're gonna look at your tree. Notice the shape of your tree, the colors that you see. Notice different little parts of your tree, how big it is, how tall it is. Take a look. Next, you're gonna listen to your tree. Close your eyes and listen. Who's around your tree? Maybe if you get nice and close, you can What sound does your tree make when you Come on in closer to your tree. What sound does it make when you walk under your tree? Check out your bark. Let's feel the tree. This bark is smooth. These leaves are smooth. This fruit is cold. Let's smell the tree. I like to take a leaf and maybe crunch it up. Or maybe I'll take a fruit and I'll Now this tree is special because you can taste this tree. So I'm gonna open the fruit from this tree. I'm pretty sour.
2. Make a leaf and bark rubbing.
Now that I've met the tree with all senses, I am going to do a couple other things to record what I learned about this tree. So I want you to, if your tree has leaves, take a leaf. I'm going to take this leaf and place it under a piece of paper. Bumpy side up. And now you have a leaf rubbing. Label that. Leaf. You can do the same thing with the bark of your tree. So you're going to take your piece of paper. Put it against the bark of your tree. See how smooth that is? And then you write bark. And the last thing we're going to do to record our tree is measure the trunk.
3. Measure the trunk with your measuring tape. You'll need your measuring tape to measure your tree, and the first thing you want to do is find the right spot to measure it at. Ideally, you want to look for shoulder height, but with a tree like this that's so short, measure the tree just below where it starts to branch. You're going to wrap your measuring tape around the tree, starting with the 0 point on your measuring tape. That's going to be your starting point, and wrap around that measuring tape as the numbers get bigger and bigger. And then you're going to find that spot where that 0 on the measuring tape lines up with the biggest number. Here, that's 52. This trunk is 52 inches around. You can also make a guess of how tall the tree is by first measuring yourself with the 0 of the measuring tape on the ground and the 60 in your hand, and then make a guess for how many of you stacked on top of each other would equal the height of the tree. For example, Lacey is 60 inches tall, and I think about 4 Laceys standing on top of each other is the same height of this orange tree. So then you multiply 4 Laceys times her height, 60 inches, to get what you think the height of the tree is. I'm gonna now measure my tree. I'm gonna find the 1 on my measuring tape. This is where I'm gonna start with the measuring tape. I'm gonna take that 1. I'm gonna put it against my tree at shoulder height and reach it all the way around. Uh-oh, I'm not quite long enough to get around this tree. I'm gonna call over my friend Lacey to help me. You might need a family member to help you with this.
It's not quite big enough.
Uh-oh, it's not quite big enough, so I'm gonna put my finger where the 1 is, and Lacey's gonna put her finger where the 60 is, and we're going to measure this distance. This is 15, so 60 plus 15 is 75 inches all the way around. Whoa!
Hey all, look at this amazing big oak tree. I'm gonna go explore it just a little bit, but I want to take a look up just to see how big it is. And then I'm gonna walk in and take a touch, and I think I'm gonna smell it and feel it, see what it's all about. The first thing I notice is the crunch that I hear from all these acorns that are on the ground in front of this oak tree. There's so many. It feels sort of soft and squishy. And then this bark has all these little things that are like, almost like little rivers. It's kind of rough. I wonder how big around. Do you think I could get my arms around here? Can't even get my arms around it. It's pretty big around. So that means it's at least this big around. I wonder if I went around and around. I'm going to go all the way around the side, all the way around, and I'm going to stick my arms around the other side. Oh, I think it would take 2 of my arms. Imagine, that's how big it is, like 2 of these all the way around. So let's see. I wonder if it has any smell. I haven't smelled an oak leaf before. Smells sort of fresh, kind of a little minty, but you know what I notice? I'm going to bring the leaf to you just a minute. Another leaf too, so you can see the edge. I'm tangled. The edge of this is got all these little rough kind of thorns on them. So oak leaves have these little prickly things on them. That's interesting. And this one, even though it's the middle of winter, still has leaves. So I wonder what kind of tree that makes this. I don't know that I want to taste an oak tree though. I think I'm going to take a pause on that. Maybe you can go explore a tree now.